Okay, this is the second part of getting a GLFW window open. I've added a couple of files, Window Manager H and Windows Manager CPP. This is from another project that I was doing. This is, in fact, it's the same class that's in several of my projects I've done for opening a window. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new folder here, and we're going to pop them two in there like so. We're going to include them in the project, and then we are going from there. We're going to these are the like I say, this is what I set up in all the projects that I've done where I've opened a GLFW window. This is the code. It is only basic GLFW code, but I've broken it down into a class so as it can just be called as a save having to have it all in like a main file or something, or in the loop or whatever. So, and it works. So I can't see any point in not including it. So we'll get that off screen, and then what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to make some changes to the engine H file. That will not we don't want the update one in there, so we'll get rid of that. We can have in fact the top one, we need to do that. That's going to need to be changed to a boolean, I believe. We're going to have that is going to be our Windows start thing part. This is going to be a bit of a slow one because I'm actually going to do this as I go, which is something I don't often do. I think that wants one of them in there, and that'll be title. So that's that one, and then we need to do void poll events. Oh, idiot. And we're going to do it slightly different. Begin frame, and we want to should close. Actually, let's do end frame next. Actually, thinking about it. And we want to should close and a shutdown. We've got the shutdown there. Should close. Okay. So we are going to need those then. Let's just tidy that up a bit there, and then we're going to want a private and in here we're going to want to set up for the Windows Windows Manager, nope, none of them. Windows Manager, like so. We're going to need to include actually that won't work because it's in a must go up one on that, so we need to be like that. That needs to be a capital W. Right, that's load set up. That's the engine H header file set up. So we need to, I must remember to look up and see how it is you do them all in one go. I know you can, but I've forgotten how you do it. So for now, we do it the way I know. Like I say, this is going to take a while because there is quite a bit to go in here, but it's just how I wanted to do it. That one can go because that's not required anymore, and that can go as well because we've got a different one to that now. And then in here, this is going to be a little bit more. As I tell you, I haven't finished yet because I do need to do in there. I keep forgetting that. We do need to do in here. Those two as well. And that, right, now we can hop over to engine CPP and start adding a few bits to that. This one has no, it doesn't have that. That's wrong. There's no pointer in there. This one here just a cool shutdown. Like so. Right, this is the interesting one where we should start to do a little bit more, and in this one, actually that returns true. I've been practicing this for 18 months, and my typing still hasn't improved. I still type. I type so slowly, it's unbelievable. I just don't seem to be able to get the hang of it. But never mind. I do get there eventually, and it's quite often worth the wait. Title. That's that bit, and then we need to do an if statement to whether the window's initialized or not. So not W initialized, then no. Still no. If only I could spell, I'd be dangerous. And then we want window manager equal no pointer. And then we want return. Return false on there, and then under that we get return true if it is all initialized correctly. Poll events is simply glfw poll events, except it's only 1 0. Poll events, end frame. Actually, the wrong way round. Why are they the wrong way round? Oh, that's because I've just put that in the wrong piece. Never mind. Move that up. Like I say, if I really knew what I was doing. Now I'm slowly getting better. I've noticed that errors don't bother me quite as much as they used to do. I can now, most errors I can sit there for a few hours and I can fathom them out. Well, not a few hours, but I can fathom them out, so it's not quite so bad. Clear, and this will be GL color buffer bits. Color buffer bits and GL depth buffer. Now we don't know that we want the end one at the moment. We might do later, but that's all we need for now. End frame is if Windows Manager the lowercase one of them that's actually correct, that next one. We'll go for that one. That teach me. Get window, we want that. We don't want the else bit on there at the moment. I suppose you could leave it, I don't see as it matters. Wasn't in my original code, so take it out. I'm only going to put what's in my original code, because I know my original code works, so I'm not going to always update that later. Windows Manager. And likely it is that. Oh, that's in the wrong place. Not like that. That needs to be a lowercase w, which is why it's not liking it. Oh, I didn't realise this was going to be quite as slow and painful as this. When I looked at it, I thought I can do that. As it's turned out, I probably shouldn't be. Oh, that wants an R in there. Right. It's not liking that. Why is it not liking that? Because you've put an S in it. It doesn't have an S in it. Window Manager. It still doesn't like it. Well, that's what my original code was, so why is it not liking that? I don't know why it doesn't like that. Windows should close, Windows Manager, Windows Manager. Let's change that. Oh, what's it doing? What key did I press? Put that in there, I've spelled it wrong, obviously. No, it really doesn't like that. Why didn't that like it? It's worked perfectly alright in the original code that I've got. I've done something wrong somewhere. What have I done? That's really strange. Engine should close. Engine. Oh, I see why. Because I'm an idiot. I can see why. That's a bull. Okay. Ah, give me a small heart attack. And the last one, which is shut down, which really doesn't do much other than clean it all up. You know, I think I could press the tab key there, because that's exactly what I've got. No, I haven't got that at all. I haven't got that bit. Now I've got too many lines of code in there. That'd teach me to press the button and cheat. I decided I was going to type it. I should have typed it and not let Copilot help me out. It always ends up messing things up. Right, there we go. That's that. And then in the main CPP, we have to make a couple of adjustments in main CPP. I get rid of all of that. Oh no, actually the bottom one can stay, and that can go. We don't need that, and we need to do engine, and then this is going to be slightly different. That's not needed like that. We then do if well, actually that's the thing, except for my sizes are different. I've got 1280 and 720, and I'm calling this my Spidex Space Game. Now this is not actually the play window, this is the editor window at the moment. Editor. That initializes if it fails, and then in the while loop we now change this to engine should close, which is that one there. A couple of them on there, that'll do. And then in here all we need to do is engine poll events and engine begin frame, which is already put in there. Clear color to dark grey, engine end frame shut down, return 0. I think that should give that a save up a minute. I think that should work. No, I don't think I've missed anything. It's telling me different. Syntax error on 11. Syntax error on 11. Why didn't it like that? I'm sure that's what I had in my original code. Oh no, I see what I've done. I see what I've done. We should get a GLFW window with a bit of luck. And there we go, with a nice light grey background on it. And that's done from my original Windows Manager code from my Spidex editor, and a few other things that I've tinkered about with. Oh, click the wrong bit. So there we go. That was very simple, wasn't it? A bit long-winded, but that's because I type like a snail. I keep telling myself eventually I'll get better at it, but I don't seem to. Anyhow, thanks for watching if you did.